Welcome to Arguing Ever After. I am Luke, and this is my lovely wife, Amber.
Hello.
Together, we're the Lord and Lady who lock horns,
The Count and Countess of Contention,
the Duke and Duchess of Disagreement,
and the King and Queen of Quarrels. In our podcast, we bicker about all things, big and small, and the audience vote determines who the winner is.
Many of our topics are frequently submitted by our listeners, which we actually like and kind of need. So if you have something you've fought about or you would like us to fight about, is fought in a word? Please send it to us at arguingeverafter@gmail.com.
All right. There we are. That is our intro to our 51st episode. That's incredible.
It's totally incredible.
We've been doing it weekly for almost a year.
Well, technically more than a year, because we had like a 0.5 episode and a bonus episode, but numbered episodes in what we are now officially going to call Season 1.
Yes.
51 episodes.
Yes, Season 1, 51 episodes. And as our episode count has grown, so has our audience countries. So what we're going to do, which we've been doing lately, is we're welcoming our new countries with a little bit of trivia, some of which one of these Luke knows, the other one he doesn't. So
that's true.
Just because we want to have you all have some fun, Luke's not going to guess on this first country. But this country has a 13-month calendar. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
This country is the birthplace of coffee. Did you know that?
I actually did know that, but I didn't remember it until you said it.
I do have a little bit of trivia actually in this one for you.
I'm ready.
This country claims to be home of the relic from the first Indiana Jones movie. Do you know what that relic was? I can't tell you the name of the movie because that might help you.
What, is this a trick question? Like I'm not supposed to know?
No, you
Can I
know
say
it?
it?
Yeah.
The Ark of the Covenant.
Yes.
How do you not know that?
How would
Wait, how does anyone not know that? Listeners, listen to me. If you don't know that the Ark of the Covenant is the thing from Indiana Jones' first movie, which is, by the way, titled Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Wow.
shame on you. And go watch it.
I mean,
It's classic American film.
I've seen the movie. I just couldn't have told you which one that was or what the relic was in it. So
I am shocked and ashamed. Shocked and awed, I say.
Oh, well, it's true. But apparently, they claim they have it, and they have it at a certain temple. And the person...
I bet you I can name the temple.
I bet you can't, because I think that might be fictitious.
Okay.
But there's only one person who is alive that ever can lay eyes on this Ark of the Covenant.
Okay.
So there you go. That's all that's allowed. So knowing all that, Luke, what country are we saying hello to?
Ethiopia.
All right. How do you say hello?
It's a lot easier than I thought. Now, I did learn a fun fact about languages in Ethiopia.
Okay, let's hear.
So there's, I think, although I no longer trust much of the internet with the advent of AI and what it decides to feed me.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 marginally official languages and 1 very much official language.
Okay.
Which is Amharic. And in that language, you say hello by saying salam.
Okay.
Now, there's 80 languages spoken in Ethiopia.
I'm not surprised by that.
What?
I don't know.
That's so many.
That is a lot, but I guess I'm not surprised.
Think about how small it is. Like you look at the U.S., it's gigantic.
Yes.
And you could throw Canada in there just for funsies. And Mexico. The whole of North America.
Right.
And like how many languages do we speak? It's not 80.
Right. I understand.
I'm just saying, that's huge.
I understand what you're saying. However, if this place...
Even if you take all the languages that immigrants speak, it's not 80. Like their natural tongues. I mean, that's...
I don't know if that's true.
80 is so many. There's only like 180. How many countries are there?
But there's more
200?
languages than there are countries, right?
That's fair.
So I guess I'm not that surprised. That's a
Well, I
pretty
guess
happening
aren't
place.
you special?
It's a happening place, I mean, Indiana Jones
Apparently
put
they
it on
got
the
the
map.
Ark of the Covenant. He did not put it on the map. It was there before the 80s.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But it was interesting. Also, home to the hottest place on earth, which I thought was interesting.
Kalahari Desert.
No, it wasn't that. It was something else. But it doesn't matter.
The
94
one
degrees.
that breaks the
94 degrees.
Celsius. You said hottest place on earth.
No,
It was 99 here today.
no, but consistently 94 degrees.
Oh, like the averaged.
Yes.
What?
Yes. Yes. And not Celsius, Fahrenheit. I apologize to
was
anyone who
real
does not
confused.
use our system.
I'm not
of
that smart,
temperatures.
people.
Yeah, no.
Because 94 Celsius, you dead.
Right.
All the way dead.
Right. I'm certain there are temperatures that
You
reach.
would be like just a bathing sun lizard. If you
I
were
would
in
be dead.
90,
I'd be dead.
No, I'm at 94.
Oh, yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
You'd be like, this is perfect.
That's the average. That's sort of.
But I don't know. How would you do without humidity? Do you think it'd be good?
It'd be hard. It'd be hard. Okay, so that's one country.
Oh, sorry. I got
We
sidetracked
have
by
a
a
whole
lot.
nother country that actually has been there for a little bit, but I didn't realize we hadn't said hello to them.
I'm just going to give a shout out to their neighbor,
Okay,
Ethiopia's neighbor,
go ahead.
which is a friend of mine worked there. And
He worked- he
I'm sorry. A
lived
friend
there.
of mine who I worked with lived there, grew up there in
Yes.
the country of Eritrea.
Yes. Well, maybe you'll have to tell him
Heyo.
to send some listeners
Send them all down.
from his home to us.
Okay.
But that's not who we're saying hello
No.
to until they actually come. But welcome back, Ethiopia.
Welcome back.
We are glad to have you. Now you get to join in as well in the trivia for this next
Yay, I
country.
like trivia.
Luke actually doesn't know the answer. He's probably going to figure it out. However, I'm going to make it hard on him.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I forgot that I wrote down another language to say hello in.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's the same language. I forgot because I don't speak this language. It's also in the language of Amharic, but this is a more formal greeting.
Okay.
It's Endet Newak.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
That's
well,
if I did a terrible job with that, I cannot help myself. I'm
you
sorry.
tried, and we learned some things about
Yeah.
Ethiopia. So now, on to our next country.
Okay.
Okay. In this country, there is not a single stop sign in the whole country.
Costa Rica. If anyone's wondering why Amber just couldn't control her laughter, it's we traveled there once in the year 2010, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there might not have been a stop sign in the whole country. There may have been, but it didn't feel that way.
Okay.
There were also no street signs.
Okay.
Okay.
The longest border that this country shares is with Brazil. Okay. Okay.
Oh, this is tough. I got serious problems right now because I know we've already had Argentina. There's Brazil also borders pretty much every country in South America. Have we had Chile? Keep going. We've
Okay.
had them. We've had them.
So this country is home to over 1,600 distinct cheeses. I'm being
Sounds like
really,
a great place to go.
really tricky with you.
Why?
But there's a one clue in there that you would have no idea about. And that has to do with the largest border of Brazil. But
What?
let's not worry about that.
You put me in a trick
I
bag.
put you in a trick bag. Yes, yes.
Take me out of the trick.
Okay.
Colombia.
No.
We've already had that.
No, you're wrong. I want you to now think about countries who maybe have settlements in
Are you
South America.
serious right now? We're
which-
doing provinces and
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Read
yes.
that trick
Okay.
question one more time.
Shares its longest border with Brazil.
It's longest.
It's due to an overseas region of
Portugal,
French Guiana.
French Guyana.
Guyana is it? Yes, Guyana. Sorry,
I don't even know if that's right.
it's true. No, it is.
Are
true.
you sure I know how to say hello
yes.
in that? Because it's
I'm
either
positive.
French or Spanish. Actually, I can do both of those.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
French Guyana. It's in the water.
It's their longest
You're
border.
messed up. It's in the water. It borders the water.
What do you say? Who is it? I mean, I feel like you know the answer.
I say you're muy malo.
Okay.
It means you're very bad.
Yes, but that would be incorrect for this country.
Okay, so I'm going to say hello in, I feel like, well, hopefully you don't say Portuguese. You never know, man. Okay, French.
It's France.
It's
How do you
French.
say hello to our French listeners?
But with an accent from bordering Brazil. It's bonjour,
Okay.
which if you'd like to listen back when I said hello to other French-speaking countries, I'm certain you'll catch the distinction.
Yes. So, welcome, France. It actually is France.
Wait,
France
it's not
is-
French Guyana?
No, but that's the largest
Oh
border.
my gracious gravy.
France's largest
Hold
border.
the presses. Hold the phone. Now the
Yes,
cheese
they-
makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Fromage.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Me and every one of our listeners is
They're not mad. They learned something.
infuriated with you right now.
No, they learned something.
French Guyana.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that? It's a water border
it's
with Brazil's water.
Hey.
Their waters touch. That flag on the play.
I'm just saying.
You're
I'm
out of
just
bounds.
saying. No.
You know what?
Nope.
We need to backtrack a little bit because France. Can I just say thank you to France
For cheese?
for so many things, for cuisine? I mean,
cheese,
they're considered to
bread.
be the beginning of modern Western cuisine. I love food.
Yes.
And
yes.
can I also say thank you to France for OMG so many things.
Statue of Liberty.
For sure the Statue of Liberty was
The
actually on my
guillotine.
list.
Actually, I don't know if
I don't know if they invented it, but it sounds guillotine. It sounds
Yes,
French when you say it like that.
yes.
Also, do you know what else?
No.
Being an amazing soccer team. They are so good.
Are they?
Oh, they're so good. Like they have probably 5 of the world's 20 best players on their team.
Well, that's good for them. That's good for them.
Oh,
Well, and speaking of world,
I would
and
love to go eat France.
I don't think you would.
I would. I just don't want the snails.
Right. There's probably plenty.
But
of
all the cheese and the bread.
Yeah.
Oh, and pastries.
So here's the thing.
I've been to Montreal. They have
Yes.
pastries
Yes, they do.
that would just melt you.
Yes.
So good. Oh,
So here's the thing, talking about the world and soccer and all of those things.
love
Very
soccer.
recently, we were out of town so that Luke could enjoy something in Seattle. And what did you enjoy while we were in Seattle?
the World Cup.
Yeah, Luke got
Or-
to go.
What is it in French? Coupe du Monde.
Okay.
Mm.
Luke got to go to the World Cup with his family, and I went out there. I didn't go to the World Cup, but he was supposed to post some pictures on the
forgot.
gram and the book and all of our places, and he did not do that.
I didn't do it.
But I was really happy for you to have that opportunity. Now this might get me canceled.
You're going to get
I
canceled.
don't know. I don't care
It's
about
World Cup season right now.
It is World Cup
Don't
season.
you do it.
And I don't truly care about soccer, but
No. The way you properly say that is, I have not yet found my love for soccer.
well, this is also
That's-
I don't know if I
It's
ever
a
will.
very diplomatic way. Oh, or you could say, I don't know how to love soccer.
Okay.
That's another way that you could say it, which is also true.
yeah.
And-
I don't know how to
But
love
you've
it.
already, you stepped on the cat's tail already, so
Yeah. No, it's true.
I just made that up.
I don't like. I've never heard this saying. Yeah, it's not
it's
a
a
saying.
euphemism.
Okay. But I have I've tried to enjoy the excitement of people of having such a big thing here.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, huge thing, and I'm certain there were many good reasons to have it here in North America. But
3 reasons. 3 great
okay,
reasons.
let's hear the 3 reasons.
Canada,
Yes,
Mexico,
Yes.
USA.
that's okay.
Those are 3 great reasons.
Sure.
Also, it's beautiful here.
Yes. We've been enjoying.
And people are great. For the most part, almost everywhere.
That's true. That is very true. Well, I have not really. I mean, I watched more of the games than I think I possibly could in general.
That's not even close to accurate. You've seen like 2 10-minute clips.
It's not true. That's not
4
true.
12-minute clips?
No, I've seen a lot of World Cup games.
Do you think you're over an hour?
For certain, I'm over.
Did you
an
watch
hour.
on purpose?
It was the only thing on, and there was nothing like that. Everybody was watching the soccer game. So
Because it's great.
yeah, anyhow. But so I don't really care so much about that. But when we went to Seattle, lots of people were super excited about the World Cup. And they were excited, obviously. They could tell that we weren't from Seattle. If you're not from the U.S., maybe our accent doesn't sound as different. But to people in Seattle, they could hear,
They could tell that we were from either Canada or the Midwest or Minnesota.
Yeah, so they knew that we weren't locals. And so, of course, one of the questions is, what are you doing out here? And you could see the sparkle in a lot of their eyes about it being the World Cup. So I was excited for them to be excited for us. And every single time I'm like, but I'm not going. He's going because he loves soccer. Me personally, not going, a wasted seat, all of that, So
It would have been. Someone else wanted to be in that chair than you.
Badly. Lots of people, really badly.
And then just to address the podcast, just briefly.
Yes.
I just want you guys all to know that we didn't pay for it. It was a gift from my dearly departed uncle. So just want people to know that they're thinking that I'm out here cracking off $5,000 or something to go to a game. Nope.
Okay. I mean, but maybe we are that big in podcast world.
Maybe next World Cup. Maybe,
okay.
We got 4 years to get mega famous.
Why not? So there you go. If you want to, next time the World Cup comes around, actually see pictures of the World Cup from Luke.
Listen.
Send them.
If we go over 100 countries, I'll live stream. Oh, that's probably illegal.
What? I have no idea.
We're at 35 countries.
I mean, I feel like
over 100,
in 4 years we'll get over 100
100's
countries.
a lot, though. There's I think there's 200 on the planet.
I really believe in our listeners.
I just want to live stream.
The ability to share. I feel like that definitely will get there. In 4
Maybe
years.
we could do a giveaway where somebody comes with me to the World Cup.
And
one of our staunch listeners.
If you all get us to a point, if our listeners get us to a point where we can afford based on revenue.
Now where's your belief at? Pull it out of the gutter.
No. If you all get us shared enough that our listenership could get us to not only buy a ticket anywhere,
I
but a ticket to the
guarantee
World
you
Cup.
we have the only version of us on the internet.
I agree. But I'll hold. You know what? You could probably hold me to this. If we have enough and we think that there's enough income coming to cover not 1 but 2 tickets plus whatever the cost of a show is at that point.
Yeah.
Why not? There's many why nots then, but I would love that to be our reality where you got to take a lucky listener based off of revenue. There's lots of caveats here. I love it. I love the future thought of that for us.
And I love the World Cup.
Yes. Well, and I loved the excitement people had for the U.S. that were coming here. And Mexico, actually, I was not watching much with the World Cup, but I was watching the visitors coming over to our country in Mexico. I don't know why I didn't see any from Canada. Were they not playing in Canada yet?
They were.
Okay, I must not be seeing those, but the thing that has just really blown my mind, there's a couple things, but the love people have of our food who come here.
Love it.
And the first thing I learned about, which blew my mind, was that there is this obsession for folks who've never had it before, but for ranch dressing.
Yeah.
That they're loving it so much.
They want to bring it home.
And they're putting it on their carry-ons, and TSA has sent out warnings to tell people you can't put ranch dressing on your carry-on because
that's so great.
Their trash is getting full because people keep putting in their carry-ons.
So much ranch dressing.
Yes. Now, what I have seen, I'm not a ranch dressing person. I've had it. I don't like it. But if you do it,
you don't like ranch?
No, I don't like ranch.
I like ranch.
But for those who really do enjoy ranch dressing and they're coming here or whatever to try it and they want to bring it home, they have dry packets you could just add water to. That you could carry in your carry-on.
Oh, like a powder?
Yes. Yep.
Powder.
Yeah, Hidden Valley thing. I don't know. It's a
Oh,
thing.
really? It's from the brand.
From the brand,
Who
yeah.
ruled the roost in the 90s. Maybe still does.
Probably still does. So if you are one of our international listeners, not customers,
yes. Future paying customers.
future paying customer. If you're one of our listeners and you happen to come here and you're like, gosh, I can never live without that ranch again.
Yeah.
Get the dry packets. You can pack a whole bunch more.
And here, future potential advertisers too, Hidden Valley. Just,
Sure.
if you ever want to pay us to drop a line, do an old promo, I'm in.
Yeah, why not?
I have a voice for radio and a face for radio.
But that's what I've found so much enjoyment out of with World Cup personally. For you, I know it's the game, but for me, it's watching people react to the delicious foods, because we really do have all the foods here in the U.S.
We do.
And like there are foods here that you can't get anywhere else in the world, but there are also plenty of foods from all over the world that you can get here too. So
We also have a corner on the barbecue market.
that's what I'm saying is we have.
Which is, I love barbecue.
Well, and watching people go to like some of the restaurants that we're like, oh, I like them, but like just watching them be amazed at our food.
Talking about regular restaurants, like it's something you have never even thought of in your wildest dreams.
Right. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's been.
Some of them I disagree.
I mean, I'll say.
And that's okay. I'll just be grateful that I have something that makes somebody else's day.
Yes, and it has been. So it's been food brings the world together. We all need to eat.
Yes.
And so I've been definitely down this huge trail of, I don't know, videos, Reddits, all that to see what the visitors here think, and they've also really enjoyed the food. I don't know, I'm certain there's a lot of people talking about Canada, but because I am very partial to the foods we have here, and also Mexico, I get it, like the food's legit there, and so those are the things that are coming up on my feeds.
Yeah. Well, in Mexico it's going to be mostly Spanish speaking, I would imagine, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
That might not show up in your algorithm.
No, I'm seeing that. I'm not seeing Canadian, but that doesn't mean our Canadian.
English there.
I understand. That doesn't
Except
mean
for French.
Doesn't mean our Canadian partners don't have
Poutine?
Yeah, they have food.
The most amazing maple syrup?
Yes, they have great foods.
I actually don't know what else they might be known for, so I feel bad about that.
Lots of food. There you go. But anyhow, so that's what I've been living down. I've been trailing down these Reddit holes of learning about what people are loving, and some of the things they're surprised by when they come here. They knew about, but they didn't really understand.
I want to adopt some of them for dinners.
Yes.
I wish we lived in a host city. That would be fantastic, by the way.
We're going to have the World Fair here in Minnesota.
Okay.
That's a big deal.
You said it like you didn't believe it. I agree with you. First of all, I'm sure it is a big deal for the people that are interested in it. The World Cup is the largest sporting event in world history.
Okay. However, I'm going to say, if anyone listening
Not a however.
is coming to Minnesota for the World's Fair, and you're like, I just got to see these folks at Arguing Ever After, shoot us a message.
Hit us up.
I'd love to meet
you have to be from somewhere far away because we want to watch your reactions live.
Oh yeah, we could take them out to eat.
Take you out to eat and record what's happening, and then
I love that.
That'd be fun.
I love that. But I mean, if you're from the Twin Cities and okay, that's nothing exciting,
That's true.
I still say hello, but we probably aren't going to take you out to eat if you're from the Twin Cities.
Yeah, if you're from the Twin Cities, you can buy your own dinner.
I like this idea of hosting people and bringing people places. So that's one of the things, be a listener, share our show, because maybe if we ever get to a point of doing giveaways, you could maybe get something.
That could
I don't know.
Could be part of your future.
Why not? Wow, how great is that? Well, one of the things that has been on the Reddits about the food, though, has been the big question. The question that has bothered people for a while, and it's about something we have here in the U.S. that they don't really have elsewhere.
Free refills.
Oh, they love the free refills.
I know, it's so funny.
Yeah.
There's one guy that says, I can refill this 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And the server's like, yes?
Don't think you can drink
Anyway.
that much.
That's not what you were going to say.
No, it's not. It's not. There's discussions about tipping.
Yeah.
And it has been a hot button issue here in the U.S. for a while.
Yeah.
If you're in any sort of threads or anything like that, you have read about or thought about or heard stuff about discontent at the tipping. A lot of what I was reading is, do we really have to tip? All of these things, and what happens if you don't tip for folks who are coming from other countries.
Sure. What are those telling us?
Oh, so it's interesting. Sometimes people on the Reddits are kind of jerks, and they're like, "Yeah, you'll go to jail." No, you won't go to
Oh,
jail.
come on,
yeah,
people.
I know.
The internet.
Right. But I think pretty much what the most accurate response is, you might get a dirty look from a server if you don't tip.
Sure.
And they'll sit there and wonder for the rest of the night what they did wrong.
Right. That's true.
Because that's our culture. That's, for all of our U.S. listeners, you get it, you know it. But again, we're worldwide.
Yep.
They don't necessarily.
37 countries and counting.
I don't know if that's true.
I think it was 30, maybe it's 36.
I don't know, but many countries.
Super excited about Brazil and France because they're both amazing soccer teams. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But today was Ethiopia and France.
Sorry. You said, I got confused.
Does Ethiopia have a soccer team?
For sure.
Are they good? They're great.
I'm sure they're great.
Yeah.
I don't remember if they're in the cup or not.
Okay, that's okay. You know
There
what?
is actually, I will say this, there's more African representation in this World Cup than there ever has been before.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they weren't represented in
Well, they are, but usually they don't make it past the threshold as well as they did this time. So the African soccer culture has come up a lot in the last 10, 20 years.
Okay. So back to what we were talking about, which
I got
was
a little carried away. Tipping.
This has been on our...
It's not about soccer.
It's not about soccer. It
Okay.
started about soccer. We talked about soccer. Now we're talking about people coming and learning about tipping. And actually, the tipping scenario has been on our argument list since day one.
Yep.
Much like many people, we have disagreements about the tipping world. But I think both of us are like, there's a lot out there. There's a lot to tip on, and
And maybe a lot to not tip on. And we've both worked in jobs that were tipping jobs.
Yes. So we understand.
And we have friends who are in jobs who have tipping jobs.
Yeah. But the change in how the point of sale system exists has really amped up the tip culture, I think. And I know I personally, I've been to even a regular convenience store, and they had how much to tip, and I'm thinking for a checkout of literally gum and this should be tipped, it shouldn't be tipped. And so I've also been some places where mall, I think of a certain pretzel place. I'm not going to say which one. We have two main ones, and y'all at your pretzel place can figure this out. But where, the register person was like, yeah, you can just skip that first question. Probably because they've gotten so much angst about it,
Right.
and I guess I sometimes wonder, when it's at the register like that and it's someone we didn't used to tip, are they really actually getting the tips? I don't know.
Well, and you had said, there's some sort of, I don't know if it's a state or a federal rule, but where if an employer can justify or verify or whatever it is that an employee or their employees made enough from tips and wages or something that they then can reduce the wages to the tipping wage.
Yep.
Which, again, for our international listeners, there's a different base wage that can be paid to an employee if they work in an establishment which takes tips, and the person who receives the wage can overtake the minimum wage, which is a requirement. So, so then you got to wonder, okay, did employers and businesses just say, well, let's see what happens. Maybe we can get the customers to pay better wages for us.
Right.
By tipping more. And then we could justify reducing people's wages. It's sort of wild.
It is really wild. And it's kind of had me in this conundrum about all of that, like, I mean, if you're going to be getting made, or if you're making whatever the minimum wage is, and then suddenly a company can say, hey, well, for the last year, we've been giving an extra $15 an hour, or whatever it is, to our staff we haven't, but the customer has with the tips. Like, it doesn't necessarily feel like that's that helpful because, at some point people are going to be like, I don't want to be tipping this much for everything.
Agreed.
And so the employee, in my opinion, might get a bad deal as well as the customer. So it's gotten really far to me out of hand and to you out of hand.
For sure. I have all kinds of cancelable opinions.
You do.
I think employers should just pay more and we shouldn't tip like they do all over Europe.
Right.
Because if you paid people well to do the job, then you would have people who were inclined to do the job apply for the job.
Well, and
Simple as that.
I think that the answer where people say, well, they can't afford to do that will increase the prices by whatever the standard is.
I don't know. They've been increasing the prices anyway.
Sure, but I don't mind that as long as I know that it's going. Like, where I really question is that point of sale system. Like, how do I not know that it's not being tip pooled? How do I not know, that maybe the manager, a big company, shift managers, how do I know that they're not taking any of that money home? Because tips aren't supposed to be for managers or business owners, actually. Well, in the food service industry.
Old tipping, like pre-COVID, it was also not supposed to be given directly to like busing staff or chefs.
Right.
Typically, the serving staff would give them, as a courtesy, some slice of what they had earned, but it wasn't like obligatory. And now, to your point, like you have these, electronic cash registers everywhere, and all of them are asking you not only if you want a tip, but they're inserting the pre-clickable tip amount.
Yeah.
And like, it's rare to see a 10% anymore.
I don't think I've seen a 10% in a long time.
I mean, I think 15 is the minimum, and it's pretty normal to see 20.
I will say I'm seeing more often than not at a lot of places where they're preloading it 20, 25, 30.
I see a lot of 18, 20, 22. And it's like, wow. Mm-hmm. And these are not at, like a fine dining establishment or something. I think
because they're giving you an actual check that they might put it on the bottom there, like if you did it, it'd be this much or whatever. But it's not a press a button of 20% or what have you. I don't know.
We're talking about, this is at everything now. It's at the pizza slice place in the mall. Yeah. It's at the coffee store. It's at the I don't know. I've even seen them at like bookstores.
Yeah.
And like little home decor stores.
Oh, okay.
Like the places, like if you go on like a Main Street little run.
Sure.
Like in a little cutesy downtown. And sure, it's the business owner, but their thing has a tip on the...
Yeah.
Like here, if you own a business that isn't a service industry business, don't put a tip line on it.
And that's where part of the frustration is, I think, is that years ago I worked in credit card processing sales. So fun. And
they want to know more.
I know, they really do.
Everyone's cheering.
Everyone is like, oh my gosh, I have an inside scoop. Mm-hmm. They have just a basic system, and they actually you can't adjust things except for maybe the name of the business. So really, they're also complicit, the companies who are doing this. It's just like, this is the system, this is our point of sale system, and you can't remove it. However...
Well, anything can be modified. So shame on them for...
Sure. I'm just saying, as a business, as the regular software that comes, they don't even necessarily, as a business, have a choice unless they would go with another company altogether.
Right.
But again, very boring. I have more information. If anyone is truly wanting to know the inside scoop on credit card processing,
$100 nobody asks you a question about
feel
that.
free to email us at
And you can't split it with her if you're trying to be sneaky on me over there.
Feel free to just email, and I will happily give you any information that I have about it. But that, I think, is part of the problem. But it sure just makes me feel, regardless, like you're sticking this in, am I supposed to be tipping? Because there are certainly times in my life where I didn't know I was supposed to tip.
Sure.
Right?
Well, and like we're talking about Europeans and travelers, they don't know even what that means,
Right.
many of them.
Right. But it's just, I don't know. I think that some of it is just so far from reasonable now, right?
Like, and the percentages, that's another whole thing. Like, again, cancel me, but like, at what point, a quarter of the bill?
Yeah.
What is that about? Now, I think there is some distinctions that can be made at what type of restaurant it is. So I think we generally agree that sitting down at a place, you should be somewhat inclined or compelled to tip. I could make an argument like because of the price of things nowadays and what people make, it's pretty tough. Like if let's say you go to like a budget friendly like a buffet. What was that one called that isn't here anymore? Old Country Buffet. Golden Corral.
Yep.
A place like that. Like I guarantee you they have a tip line.
Well,
I don't know what it says, but okay. So that's a question mark. Am I supposed to be tipping the same percentage there? Because the food difference, like if you go there or Applebee's, Chili's, like the ones that are like not insanely priced, right? They're sort of like the new medium. Let's say those are, you got a family of 4, you're probably pretty quickly going to get to $100, I think.
Yeah, nowadays.
With the drink and food, I think you're $25 a person, probably.
Buffets are a whole nother thing, though.
Okay, ignore buffets for a second. Okay,
yeah,
so let's just take it out.
There.
So we're just talking about like it's a casual, but sitting down and you have a server. So
Sure.
like that type of place.
Yes. Like
whether it's
Denny's,
a burger bar
Perkins.
or Denny's, Perkins, etc. Fill in the blank. A place where probably per person you're going to be around $25 a person. Because
if you get a drink, yeah.
Fast food is now $15 a person, I think.
Yep,
10 or 15. I don't do a lot of fast food, but I think that's pretty accurate. So you get 4 people and you have a $100 bill.
Yes.
Should the person doing that work there be getting paid at the same cut as somebody who's at a fine dining establishment?
Yes.
Or, I think that's tough because
my answer is strong yes.
I don't know, man. It's like a lot of money.
I understand.
And I'm just so, I don't know, I'm so fed up with the whole system. And I think that although I don't have a lot of hope for it changing because we live in a very money-controlled society, I don't think that laws are going to pass that say we're done with tipping. I mean, we could barely get a law passed that there wasn't going to be tax on tips. I don't even know if it went through because I don't pay attention because I don't work in a tipping business. But that was a big thing. That was in, the latest campaigns was like, oh, we're going to pass a law that you can't tax somebody on tips. So if we can't even agree on something that small, are we going to agree on tipping in general? Obviously not.
Yes.
But I just think, I don't know. I think the ranges should be, should be looked at. I think everything's worth looking at because the price of everything has gone up so much and there's a lot of people who, we can go out to eat and tip people. Okay.
Yes.
So there's a segment of the population who, for them, they don't have as easy of a choice as to whether to opt out of the system. Because that's the best answer. If you don't agree with it, opt out by eating in at your house.
Right.
But for a lot of people, I would just use my mom as an example growing up, single mom, 3 kids, and she had a full-time job and no family in town. She couldn't drop the kids off at mom's house. That wasn't an option for her. So we went out to eat more than a lot of people, but we did it on the cheap because she didn't have a lot of extra money when we were little. And so for someone who's living that type of life where for them it's not really as feasible to you got a full-time job and 3 kids in school and extracurricular activities, plus you got to go to the grocery store, then figure out how to prep meals for a week, cook the food, and I don't know. And then on top of that, there might not be enough money left over for tipping because of the way prices are now. I mean, like, it was different for my mom and us, me and my brothers. It was the 80s. The price of goods to the income of people was more in line then than it is now, and you can look at any data that would agree with you.
Sure.
It was easier then to have a paycheck line up with the cost of goods. It's tighter now.
Sure.
And we're talking about it all over. Everyone's talking about it.
Sure.
And so to add tipping on top of that, especially at places where it just doesn't make sense, is like, man, this is a tough deal.
Places that don't make sense, sure. But I would say I'm very strong in the camp of the places where it has been historically, you know that's going to be the case. You're going there, that is a part of your bill. When you see that, when you see that my bill costs $10, I know it's going to cost me $12 because I have to pay the tip. Like you know that beforehand. If that's just
but not at a $10 establishment. You're just using.
Sure, I'm just using it.
You
for
mean where
easy
it's
math.
100, so it's 120.
Right.
Okay.
I'm doing easy math. I don't want to work that hard. I've already worked today where I did my math. But that's my point. I feel like in that scenario, it's a little different. It's that unexpected place, that I think is harder for just about anybody, to just be like, hey, here, in your face, boom, and have that person on the other end, like, look at you, like, okay,
right.
There's a screen there.
Yeah.
I can't do anything until you press a button on that screen. I can't ring you out until you press the button on that screen. So,
well, Amber, I have a question for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. In this corner, we have Luke, and Luke is sporting his Washington State t-shirt, which if you can't see, you can't see. But
it's a cool bird.
It's a really cool bird, and he's coming in today with we're rounding out the end of our year, so our numbers are getting a little high. We have 10 ties. Luke has won 18, and he's lost 22.
And the dog has a consolation win.
The dog does have a consolation win.
Yeah.
So that's who we have in this corner, and I'm really curious to know what his question is.
Well, in this corner, we have Amber claiming to weigh in at, I can't remember the numbers anymore, 125 pounds.
Wow, thanks.
With
okay.
just shiny sheen on her beautiful red hair.
Yep.
You went, psst.
That's because I thought you were going to say on my forehead.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, Amber's clearly handling things as it sits. That's the count through episode 47. So now that I'm looking at it, 18 to 22, if I win every single one of 48, 9, 51, and 2, that's 5, I could beat you for season 1. But I have to win every single episode.
You do. Good luck with that.
That's not going to be easy. You're a strong contender. Anyway, my question for you, darling, is,
okay.
Are you compelled to tip? Do you feel compelled to tip at places that offer you a tip line, even if it's not a sit-down place? Because we're taking the sit-downs out of the question, because that's sort of been established, even though obviously we have thoughts and opinions. That's out of the equation.
Those are out.
We're talking about anything else.
Okay.
We're talking about pick up food. You don't go into the place. We're talking about fast service at the mall. We're talking about the gas station, apparently, which was, So
oh,
pick a place. Do you feel compelled to tip?
So here's the thing. I do feel compelled. I don't think we should tip at those places. However, being someone who has worked in those types of venues before where people would question, can I tip you type of thing. I'm sure you've had that, in your work, in your previous world of being a barista or something like that.
I was a barista. Was I a barista?
I don't know. But I've worked in interesting places like that where I was a barista, or I sold bagels, or I sold pizza, or I sold concessions, where people would ask, can I tip you? And the answer was always, yeah, of course, unless the business had some reasoning that I couldn't. And actually, there is some coffee shops within a certain large retail chain that they're not allowed to take tips. Didn't know if you knew that. I'll tell you later. Some people listening might already know where that is. But, the answer was yes, but we could never. There was no tip line on any check or anything like that. It was just you wanted throw me a couple bucks, you throw me a couple bucks. I loved that. I loved when that happened.
Sure.
But it was definitely never expected or anything like that. It was just one of those things. It'd be a nice little bump, and it was between me and the person in front of me. IRS wasn't involved. The business owner wasn't involved. It was a thank you from them to me. So I remember being on that side where I was like, cool, I have a couple extra bucks in my pocket today that I wasn't expecting, and I can go and do something with that. So thinking as that person who was at that point in life, I sometimes think about that person on the other side when I see that tip line, and I just automatically see them as me, and I go, ugh. I liked it when people gave me a tip. It was a nice little extra bump. We certainly at that time didn't have any way of it to go through a credit card. So, I guess that adds a whole nother factor that it wouldn't actually be that immediate thing. But I still see that as then. And I think, gosh, well, why wouldn't I just give them a nice little bump? Is the $2 a big deal to me? No, but $2 for them through 50 customers, like that's a fun night. That's a weekend. That's, that's a big deal for them. So I see that, but I don't like that I am compelled to do that. Honestly, I really don't. I don't think that should be the scenario, but I feel like I have to because they're looking at me and I'm like, what am I going to say? You don't deserve a tip? Even if I don't think they do, I still tip. And there have been times where I've been like, this service really actually wasn't great. What's the lowest I can press on the button? Because I'm not going to write in my own because, of course,
I'll do that.
Of course, I think that's just too much work. And what's the 80-cent difference or whatever it is? Because it's rarely on large ticket items, right, that you see that, or at least that I see it. It's not like I'm not going to a place, ideally, where I'm spending $100 at a quick takeout place, right? Like that's not a thing that I'm going to be. If I'm doing, gosh, I really wish I would have sat down and had the experience and not then brought the food home cold, all that stuff. So if it's a food place or something like that, yes. If you are working at a convenience store and you turn that around to me and it is nothing like that, it is just like, the Quickie Mart, then no.
I love the Quickie Mart.
I feel mad that even shows up because I'm the one who is then saying no to your tip. And I feel like the business put me in a position to not be polite to their person, which is not the case. I get it's all a hang up, but my answer, I guess, in general is yes, I feel compelled to tip. There are some places I refuse, but I still am like, it says I should tip, then that's what I'm supposed to do. So, Luke, that is me. Do you feel compelled to tip?
No, I do not.
No, you do not.
Partly because so much of this tipping, new tipping culture. Because it used to be, so I worked at a coffee shop and a bagel shop when I was in my teens. Yeah. And we had a tip jar. Mm-hmm. And the people who made the drinks would split the tips with the people who took the money. And at the end of the night, it wasn't a lot of money. It's, like you said, it wasn't a night out or whatever. It was just like something. It was like, oh, cool, I got $10 today or something. And at the time I was probably making $5 an hour or something. So
you never got a night out? I must have been better at making the coffee.
You must have been better at making coffee. Couldn't have had
pizzas.
Anything to do with your looks. Oh, here we go. Oh. Anyway, so I think it's changed a lot since COVID.
Yeah.
And since the credit card, point of sale, tap to pay thing. Mm-hmm. Now, there's some of that stuff that I enjoy having the convenience of. Side note, I hate the fact that businesses are now allowed to add a service fee on top of the use your credit card or debit card.
Right.
But that is messed up. Because now it's like you got the tip plus that plus whatever, and all of a sudden you're $100 bill is $150, and you don't
And,
even know
and
where
if you're
it came
paying
from.
cash, you better have exact change because they don't have any pennies to return your change back
Pennies
to you.
are illegal now. I have thought about just going back to a more cash and check based system because
Yeah.
well, then a lot of places won't even take a check.
Well-
They make you use the card and then charge you for using the card. Anyway, okay, sorry. So the answer to the question is no. I don't feel compelled to tip, nor do I think that anyone should feel compelled to tip. Again, unless you're in an environment where it's a sit-down restaurant, it's been the name of the game since at least as long as I can remember. I remember at some point going down a rabbit hole about tipping, probably in 2020, because there was a lot of talk about it, and finding out that it was sort of created in the States at some point. I don't remember when, but I just don't I feel like if there is some sort of a place where you're listening to a customer's wants and needs and you're trying to go above and beyond to give them a good experience and make sure that everything goes right and advocate for them if something is wrong, like a sit-down restaurant server would, yes, you earned a tip, you should be paid a tip. The percentage, I don't know, when 20 became the new normal, that was at a time when the price of goods was lower too. So there's a whole second debate that could be had there. But I play the game because I'm supposed to. Everywhere else, if I order food online from a computer and I pick it up and a computer takes my money, and someone says, "Hi, here's your food," and puts it on, I'm not giving you a tip. I'm sorry. And if you're listening to this podcast right now and I just offended you, I'm sorry. That's your employer's fault, not mine. It's not a service field. It's not. That's a field in which you should be paid to do the job, much like a chef. At my standpoint in that transaction, you're the chef. So that's the job of the employer. They get paid more than servers do. It's been that way since as long as I can remember. So that's not, I think, my job or responsibility. And I think that, to my earlier question and yours too, is I think that employers are doing everything they can to pay people less, which I think is atrocious. And they're trying to do it out of the kindness of the heart of the populace, which is messed up. Don't make me pay another 20% or 25% so that you can pay half. That's messed up.
Sure.
Now, that's one of the reasons I opt out of that system is I'm not going to pay you more money for not having done anything for it. If you didn't bring me the food, you didn't make sure the order was right, you didn't none of that. If McDonald's put a tip in front of me, I'm not tipping the guy at McDonald's.
Sure.
Doesn't matter what kind of food I'm getting. If I'm just carrying food out, I'm not tipping you. And if the employer wants to fix that, more power to them. Raise your rates. And tell me right at the front door, we don't tip here, we charge more. Okay, I've opted into that system on purpose because I think that's a fairer way to play the game. But then there's been places that did that, and then now that they got all their prices raised, they've pulled back on it. And it's okay, well, so you were so convicted about all your morals and your philosophy, and now all of a sudden, we're going to keep our prices the same, comma, you have to go back to tipping so that we don't have to pay people more money again? No, that's messed up. So, I don't know, that's my take. We're running a little long.
We're not running...
not too long.
Not
but
too long.
I might have spoke too much.
It's fine.
Anyway, and I love people. I don't want you to think I'm some sort of miserly person.
You're not. I did just want to say that recently we did have incredible service at a place that we did tip that probably wouldn't fall typically under your tipping, but the service was so wonderful at the Seattle Voodoo Donuts.
Oh, yes.
We had Noah and Nathan, both of them helped us out so much. And I think they might have seen a little tip on their thing, but I want to just say thank you so much. You made a great donut for Luke. Special
also,
commitment.
Voodoo Donuts are life.
Yes. So they did everything. It was worthwhile, and I think that's kind of a lot of our message too. Is if you do great service, then
Well, that's how I think it was in the beginning.
Yes.
It was if somebody was like, "Man, that was really great," here's another, whatever the number was. It's like, here's another $5 or $10 or whatever was, felt like it meant something.
Yes,
Cool.
I felt the service we got from
Yeah.
those guys was top notch. Again, hello to you, Noah. I know for sure you're listening.
And hello to Seattle.
And Nathan, hello, Seattle. One more little shout out, and I would have probably done this on the top of the hour, but I forgot about it. Special congratulations to our listeners, Amy and Ron, who got married just this weekend. Maybe there's a personal relationship there, but
It's her sister.
Very, very happy for you, and we wish a very prosperous future for you both.
Indeed.
But now, what do we say? We've done our shout outs, our episode's over. What did they do, Luke? Do they vote?
Well,
how do they vote?
I have some comments. First, I hope you liked it, and that you like it with the little thumbs up deal on whatever place you're at, whether it's social media or the platform you're listening on. Please rate it at whatever the highest stars you can find are. That'd be great. Send a comment, whether it's through social media or through whatever app you're in. We'll even take bad comments. Activity is activity.
Yeah, I'd love a little roast.
Tell your friends in person to listen to our podcast if they want to figure out how to argue and be married and happy for a real long time. I don't know. We figured it out.
Yeah, yeah. Or you could tell them in person, and you could also share it on your own social media.
You can. And then most importantly, for episode 51 is after next episode. We've been saying this for a couple episodes now. We're moving the video recording, because we've been on video. If you'd like to see our faces, questionable. But if you'd like to, it's been on Spotify for a year. We're moving the video to YouTube. The audio will still be everywhere. It'll be on Apple, it'll be on Spotify, it'll be on iHeart, etc., etc. But video only is going to YouTube in season/year 2.
Season 2.
Maybe we'll change the way we season. Anyway.
I don't know. It's been a lot of fun.
It has been.
All right.
See you next time.
Bye.